Shalom, friends, and welcome to Walking the Ancient Path, where we journey back into the language, landscape, and life rhythms of the Scriptures in a lighter, more accessible way, exploring the world of the Bible as its original listeners would have experienced it. I'm your host, Sully, joined by our trusted companions, Decan, our scholar of ancient Hebrew thought and hope, a storyteller who seems to walk right out of the hills of Judea. Today, we will share thoughts on the book of Proverbs.
Let's imagine the book of Proverbs as it would have been experienced and truly absorbed by its original listeners. Nomadic shepherds, farmers, craftsmen, and tribal elders living under the wide-open skies of the ancient Near East. These folks didn't think about ideas in the abstract or dive into systematic theology. Instead, they viewed the world through the lens of earth, fire, paths, tents, clans, and covenants, which shaped their understanding and daily lives.
Proverbs, or Mishlei in Hebrew, literally means parables, comparisons, or concrete images that carry a lesson. This book isn't just a collection of universal truths or legal guarantees. It's a warm compilation of everyday observations, family sayings, and poetic warnings. These writings are often rooted in fathers teaching sons, mothers shaping character, and elders guiding the young around the evening fire. Here, wisdom isn't only about knowledge, it's about practical skills, good judgment, and loyalty in relationships.
Let's explore the main themes in ancient Hebrew imagery together. The first theme, which we'll call Wisdom is a Woman Who Builds a Tent.
Wisdom, chokmah, comes alive as a warm and approachable woman who sets up her tent among the people, cooks, weaves, calls out in the village square, and guards the fire. She resembles a caring mother with calloused hands and piercing eyes, always attuned to the snares on the path ahead, making her feel both relatable and wise.
She prefers to connect with everyday people rather than the elite, warmly inviting them to join her at her table.
For example, she has hewn out her 7 pillars. Proverbs 9:1. In ancient Hebrew thought, pillars represent tent poles, the strong supports that uphold and extend a household's dwelling. This imagery beautifully symbolizes a tent of order, nourishment, safety, and clarity, emphasizing stability and care.
Next theme, Foolishness as a Wanderer with a Smooth Tongue.
Foolishness isn't just about poor reasoning. She is also portrayed as a lively and unruly woman, standing by the door, tempting the innocent man to go astray. Her tent symbolizes trouble, darkness, and exile.
In Hebrew, the word for foolishness is kesel, a vivid picture of a beast struggling under a heavy yoke yet refusing to listen, stubborn, slow to understand, and quick to be flattered. The fool often forgets his true nature and the wise voices of his elders, drifting away from the guidance they offer.
The third theme, The Heart is the Fire at the Center of the Tent, beautifully highlights the core idea, emphasizing how central and vital the fire is as the heart of the space.
In Hebrew, the word for heart is lev, and it's not just about feelings. It's like the core of who we are. Our inner fire, the command center where all decisions originate. True wisdom lives in a heart that listens deeply, not only to words but also to the gentle rhythm of Yahweh's footsteps guiding us along the way.
Above all, guard your heart, for it is the source of life. Proverbs 4:23. Just as a campfire must be watched so it doesn't die out or spread, so too must the heart be tended, not ignored. From it flow the streams that water the path of life.
Next, let's explore the theme. The path is the well-worn trail connecting one tent to another.
The word way or path in Proverbs is derek, meaning a familiar trail that many have traveled before. The wise person stays on these well-worn paths, trusting in what's proven. On the other hand, the fool tries to cut across the rocks and can end up lost among thorns, making the journey much harder.
In all your ways, know him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3, verse 6. Know here is yada, meaning to know intimately and relationally, like discovering a travel buddy's habits. The path isn't just about correctness, it's about being guided by a close relationship.
The fifth theme to explore is discipline is the rod of the shepherd, not the fist of a tyrant.
Discipline, Musar, is not about punishment. It's a form of gentle guidance, much like the caring correction of a shepherd's staff. It's the father softly saying, "No, not that trail. Please come back to the clan."
Do not despise Yahweh's discipline and do not resent his rebuke, as stated in Proverbs 3:11. His rebuke isn't an act of anger, but a caring invitation to safety. It's like a gentle shepherd guiding a sheep away from harm, showing love and concern every step of the way.
Next theme, the tongue is a flint. It has the power to spark fire or cut cords.
Proverbs teach us that words carry weight. A wise person's words are like a spark from flint, capable of warming a tent or igniting trouble, depending on when and how they're spoken. On the other hand, a fool's words are like a knife without a sheath, easily cutting through trust and causing damage. Choosing our words with care can foster warmth and trust rather than harm.
A gentle tongue can break a bone, Proverbs 25:15. In Hebrew imagery, even strong bones are softened by the patient, flowing wisdom of kind words, much like water slowly carving into rock.
The last theme we'll explore, the house is the legacy you build, highlights how our homes are more than just buildings. They're a reflection of the lives, memories, and dreams we pour into them.
In Proverbs, your life is like a tent, your household and lineage. Wisdom builds, but foolishness tears down.
By wisdom, a house is built, and by understanding it is established. Proverbs 24:3. This reminds us of the value of multi-generational living, where children grow up under the guidance of their parents, and of resilient communities that stand strong through famine, storms, and exile.
The book of Proverbs isn't simply a rule book. It's like a warm fireside scroll filled with wisdom handed down from elders to the young. It paints pictures from shepherding, building, eating, walking, speaking, and parenting, making its lessons relatable. It speaks to sons who might wander, daughters seeking discernment, leaders striving to govern fairly, and every member of the community who wishes to stay steady on their path.
Wisdom is calling from the path ahead, not scolding from behind. Folly is nearby, whispering with lips dipped in honey, promising ease without weight. The wise learn by watching ants, listening to mothers, and receiving correction like oil on the head. The fool ends up in dark tents with broken ropes, wondering why the wind does not spare him.
As a final word, a shepherd's blessing from Proverbs.
Trust in Yahweh with all your heart, and do not lean on your own trail marks. Proverbs 3:5. In Hebrew tradition, trusting means to connect your life to His, to find your stability in His unwavering presence. It's like saying, "I may not understand the desert winds, but I trust the one who rests beside me near the fire."
If you listeners have areas of interest you'd like to explore further, questions or comments, please don't hesitate to let us know.